There's a job deep in the Scottish Highlands that's considered to be one of the most lonely in the world. Millions of people watch their work every night on TV, but few know what it takes to capture it.
You're totally by yourself all day. You've got a slightly different way to spend your day than most people.
Her job? Spending days and days completely alone, trying to capture fleeting moments of wildlife that most of us will never see.
Some people will call it magical, others say it would drive them insane.
Mate, it is freezing.
It is a bit brutal to film Scottish wildlife.
But the question is, what does it take to shoot Scotland's wildlife? And more importantly, can I handle it? This is Creators Behind the Content, in collaboration with Adobe. I'm going behind the scenes to meet the creators at the heart of some of the biggest industries out there, to see what it takes to capture it. We're going to have exclusive access to see what they see through their lens. So we're heading now to meet Libby. She is an insanely talented filmmaker and photographer. The last time I attempted wildlife was in Sweden, and I sat in a hide for over 5 hours and didn't see anything that's not even like a bird. So this time I'm really hoping we can actually see some wildlife. This experience is going to be a real challenge for me, and to understand why, you need to know a bit more about my backstory. I grew up playing team sports from a young age and was a professional ice hockey player for 10 years before being a photographer. Like many people, during COVID I experienced real loneliness. It was hard not having a team or community around me, so the idea of a job where you have to be alone for days in the wilderness is going to be tough. I'm here in search of 3 rare Scottish animals: the apex predator of the skies, Europe's largest seabird, and finally an animal I used to be obsessed with as a kid and almost extinct in most of the UK. Plus a few side quests thrown in. Hey, how's it going?
It's good.
So good to see you.
You too. Welcome to rainy Scotland.
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, hopefully we get some sort of nice weather, but...
No, this is perfect Scotland wild weather.
Okay, there we go. Libby shoots and directs films and wildlife documentaries for TV, but to shoot these shows, they often send a solo filmmaker to capture it in remote areas, alone. I wanted to find out what to expect from this trip. And then, so prepping for the shoot, what are you shooting on?
So for stills, I'm shooting on the A1 with the 200 to 600. I've shot a lot of video for TV on this camera as well.
On the A1?
Yep, on this camera. More proper video work I'll do on an FX6.
And for me, I'm shooting on the Sony A1 Mark II, mostly with a 100-400 f 4.5 to 5.6 zoom lens. How do you deal with being by yourself?
Especially being like a lone female, you've got expensive equipment with you, you're by yourself, there's no one around. Like, there's things like that I've had to take into consideration. It's a big juggling act to be like a one-woman operation sometimes. The best places for wildlife are the places where typically there's not that many people around. When it comes to Scotland, like, being prepared is everything, because the environment and what you're working in is really difficult, but it will definitely test you. You'll be freezing cold, you'll be uncomfortable, it'll be windy. In all seriousness, like, if you're underprepared, it can be really dangerous.
Well, at least now I know what I'm up against. The next morning, we went in search of wildlife, but the weather wasn't looking great.
So we have just arrived at the hide. It's very early. We got up at 5 and we're here at 6. Very calm today.
Very still, maybe too still.
But we're gonna head in now, check out the hide, set ourselves up for the next 5 hours or so. So walking to the hide, there's just 2, 4, 6, 8 deer. That's mad. Oi lads. Well, my worry is we're gonna sit there for 10 hours, not see anything. When we've got all of these deer. Oh, look at this one, he's having a spring. Libby's like, probably like, what are these idiots doing?
This is a hide. It's like a small shed, it's pretty cold, and it's where we wait for the animals to appear. Typically, Libby will sit in the hide completely alone for hours and hours, sometimes days. Before we were even set up and ready, we saw our first bird.
It's a bigger size-wise, but not completely different target from what you're tracking for an osprey. So that's kind of like a perfect little trial run to
Warm
get
up,
into.
I got warmed up there.
That was a warm-up.
But we're here to see a much rarer bird, osprey. Their wingspan can reach up to 5 to 6 feet and they fly up to 80 kilometers an hour. This is the week to see them before they migrate south for winter. So if we miss it, we'll have to wait an entire year. Libby tells me the osprey will circle the lake when it's hunting, giving us a chance to get ready.
So a technical question, you just sit here with your camera just on standby, so then you can just instantly...
Yeah. So yeah, my camera's basically always on, and then it's a long wait, lots of patience.
So from an outsider's perspective, it might seem quite lonely sitting here by yourself. How do you deal with that?
It's a very much a mental battle to keep focused and to keep believing it's going to turn up. You have to be like super optimistic. Like you wouldn't sit here at all unless you genuinely believed it was all going to happen. So you have to go in with that attitude every day. But yeah, don't get me wrong, sometimes when it's like soul crushing, when nothing happens, sometimes I think to myself, no one else, it feels like no one else in the world is just lying in a forest in the middle of the night waiting for animals. It can be a nice feeling because you feel like you're off on your own path, you know?
Who knows where it takes you?
Yeah, like you just don't know what's going to happen. Maybe nothing.
Yeah. And my attention span is starting to
Waver.
waver. How do you stay focused?
I mean, yeah, an hour, this is just the warm-up. Like, I feel like I've not moved from my head for like 10 hours before the split second I tell you that this bird appears, if it appears, it just becomes really exciting. So you just hold on to that moment that it's about to shift at any second.
The excitement.
It's the shift I love, like, it's boring, it's boring, it's boring. Oh wow, that was amazing.
You get a buzz from this?
Totally, like,
Yeah.
The last time I was in here, when I was looking at my shots after it had appeared, I was like shaking.
2 hours later, an insane amount of swallows arrived and boost our energy levels.
This is crazy. I mean, this is ridiculous. Have you seen this before ever?
No, this is awesome. Like, this is a good situation for wildlife. I don't know where to look because there's so much kicking off.
Insane.
Wow. You're sitting there like stoked and I'm like, I'm impressed at how bad mine are.
Do you ever delete photos on the go?
No, never. Ever. I don't ever use the delete button on the camera. And I noticed you've got shots on your card from other shoots. I only ever have an empty formatted card.
I keep it on about at least a year.
Really?
No, it's like a backup of a backup.
No way.
Yeah.
That's mad.
I think you're just constantly waiting for that hit, that buzz of seeing what you're waiting here for. It's like keeping you going. What's the very tired? And what's the longest you've spent in a hide waiting?
So I've like definitely spent like literally a day.
Do you ever spend time on your phone when you're in hides? Never.
It just gives you a sense of dread. Like everyone in wildlife has heard that story of like someone that missed an amazing shot because they were on Instagram.
After over 5 hours of waiting and time running out before we have to head to our next location, we might have to settle for the swallows. Until, without warning, we heard a large splash. And what emerged was exactly what we'd been waiting for.
My heart is beating.
I don't even want to look.
But I'm in shock. Are you in shock? I'm in shock. I've never seen anything like that happen.
This osprey must have been an experienced hunter because normally they circle. However, this time it came straight from behind us and we weren't set up and ready. Libby was actually on manual focus shooting the swallows.
This is the thing with wildlife, you just like don't know what's going to happen. I didn't think that was going to happen. There was no warning.
If that wasn't enough, 3 minutes later we caught sight of another one. The osprey was a huge success and now we've got 2 more animals to track down. But before we do that, we wanted to check out some of the shots from the hide in Adobe Lightroom. I'm absolutely buzzing. That was nuts. Obviously got straight in the car. Now I want to check these images out.
From the looking at the back of the camera when we were in the hide, I knew this one is what I wanted to go for.
Okay. So which osprey was that? The first one or the
This
second?
is the first one, the
Okay,
one that
I'll go
took
that one
us
as well, yeah.
totally off
Nice,
guard.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm amazed anything is sharp, so I'm pretty happy about this.
So that's manual focus.
This was manual focus, which
Great, that's the most crazy thing.
yeah, I'm happy about that. Like, but it was just a complete reaction, quick, done completely in manual. Like, there's some things in the background.
Would you get rid of them?
No, never. Wildlife, I literally never remove anything. Sort of feels unethical to be removing things.
Yeah, I understand.
It's like you're capturing things as they unfold. It's got to be as natural as possible. And saying that, which could be polarizing, but I use a lot of masking. The shot's already super technical because it's a wildlife in motion flight shot. So it sort of deserves an intricate localized edit. So that for me is all about masks.
It's interesting you don't throw on it. Do you have presets?
Nah, I know people use LUTs and stuff like that. I've not really got onto that, but I should.
I can't believe that.
I know, it would make everything much faster if I started using LUTs.
Let's check out your video in Premiere Pro now.
Not the most stable, not on a tripod, so I would attempt to add a warp to this, warp stabilization. 99, it's done already, like crazy fast. But warp stabilize, right, it's punched in a lot, that's not a good sign. So I'm going to see how it does.
Do you edit differently for your digital work versus your TV work?
No, actually it's all the same. Like the stuff that I've cut that's went out on TV, all done in Premiere as well.
Nice.
So pretty similar workflow.
Super stoked with the content so far,
On human wildlife.
Yeah.
but we still have a lot more to do. On the way, Libby spotted a hare.
Okay, we've got a hare. Oi. Yeah, he's gone. That's my first time seeing a hare.
But I mean, if there's one hair here, there'll be many. Oh, it's the most hair-like branch I've ever seen. It's like perfectly shaped.
She's seen a branch.
Oh, there is.
That's so annoying. We were looking in the trees and then the hare was looking at us and we turned around and the hare just fucked off.
This is like a classic Scottish scene for me in that it seems like so barren and like isolated, but actually so quickly there's like a butterfly there, we miss a hare, oh there's two buzzards up there. Like actually it just takes like 1 minute to like get into it and look, and suddenly you're not by yourself, there's like lots of stuff.
So the hare seems to have won.
This time, but still tons more to see.
With the light fading, we called it a night and prepared for a big day tomorrow. This morning it's the northern gannets we're after, Europe's largest seabird, and Scotland is home to the largest colony of them in the world. We are heading to a much smaller colony, but it's a long drive up the coast for us.
It's very early morning.
Very early, again.
We are heading off, this time with the FX6, to do some video on a very large bird colony around the corner here.
Seabirds, one of the best things to shoot.
Holy! You can see them all along the cliff face here.
Right, base camp.
Heavy!
But you want a heavier setup for wildlife because it's like as sturdy as possible, you know?
Yeah.
So it works. Heaviness is actually...
It's so close, look.
Whoa! No way, this is wild.
Talk to me what you're looking for here. Obviously there is so much wildlife.
Yes. When I start building up a sequence, I'm looking for like individuals that are like displaying like interesting behaviours. So like family units are always a good one to start looking for. Like so a pair that's got a juvenile unit. And then aside from that, like you can't build a sequence with just like close-ups of birds. So I also need to think like this is an amazing location. So I want the wides to tell the story of like the cliff, how dramatic the seascape is. Like basically start to chip away at building a full picture of what it's like to be standing on the edge here. When you think for wildlife, you've got the long lens obviously, and like the temptation can be just rattle off those money shots, like close-ups, but it's like you're not going to be able to tell a story with 5 close-up shots of a bird. You need the wides to show the environment, you need the mids to show the interactions with one another from individuals, and then you need the close-ups to get like that emotion.
Absolutely. Right, I'm going to try and do some storytelling as some photos, and we're going to get some stuff here as well. We want to see them here, these two here, quick. They're showing some love to each other, which is nice. So you can see right here, we are so close to them, and on a 400mm, we're going to get some really nice details of the birds.
There's just so many, just kind of struggling to figure out which one to lock onto. This guy here, let's see. Okay, so autofocus is on it, we're good. It's all the way out there now. Wow, on the horizon line, that's cool. And now it's coming back through. Oh, that was sick. I mean, that would have been sick. Hopefully it's sick. But I was pretty shaky. Let's see if my shutter speed. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I'll take that.
I've just switched lens to the 16 to 35 to tell more of a story.
We're just finishing up. Libby's shooting on the edge of the cliff face still. Absolutely insane location. Often don't even know where to look. There's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of birds everywhere.
Most of my work and everything I've shot, things I'm most proud of, my first things that ever went on TV, I filmed all that wildlife in Scotland, so it's super cool to me because, yeah, getting to tell the story of like local wildlife, yeah, I love this place, so having a job like this, that means I get to share all this with people, is amazing.
We adventure on, but there's one animal I can't help but stop and shoot every time I'm in Scotland.
We've just seen some Highland cows.
And not just Highland cows, but Highland calves.
They're incredibly iconic to Scotland. I've shot them before up in the Old Manor store. Really, really great to see them here. Got some really great shots, and yeah, really happy to have. Oh, he's looking at us. On to the next location.
I told Libby there was one more animal I wanted to see, something I used to love seeing as a kid, a red squirrel.
Oh, that's so cool. bluebird out there, but I missed the shot.
Birds are easier to track down, but red squirrels are known to be elusive. They are endangered in England and Wales, but Scotland has been a stronghold for these little guys.
Have you ever seen a red squirrel before?
Not since I was a kid. So for me, it would be amazing. That would be a really, really big moment for me during this trip.
We had 20 minutes left before we had to leave, so time was against us. We then heard a rustling. And there it was, just for a moment.
Pretty special.
Oh, that was awesome. And right at the very end, the squirrel,
Yeah.
the stress of the fact that we had to wrap up, we have to go, and just at the last gasp, the squirrel appears in kind of terrible positioning, but we still made it work. I was happy you were so happy with all that. But it's dead peaceful in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really relaxing, and although obviously for lots of these periods of time you are alone,
Yeah.
I do feel actually that you don't feel that, you're very
No.
much just hanging out with the wildlife.
I'm not stressed at all when I'm in nature because it does really force you to simplify things.
I feel like we've actually ticked off some of Scotland's highlights here.
Yeah, there was a huge amount crammed into
Yeah.
what potentially would be a week shoot for you.
Yeah, or
Now, obviously,
longer.
Yeah.
I'm actually amazed of how much we've managed to fit in just a day or so.
Yeah.
That has actually been wild. We've been really lucky, but also we have actually been outside with our cameras round the clock, basically not stopped, and that's kind of the amount of effort it actually takes.
Thank you again so much.
No
I really
worries.
appreciate everything.
I'm
It
glad
was so
you've
good to see
enjoyed
you.
it so much.
Yeah, it was obviously unbelievable. So, and good luck for the rest of the year. I'm looking forward to seeing what you create.
Thanks so much.
One of my biggest takeaways from this episode? Use extremely high shutter speed for photos. Take a variety of shots when shooting video, not just those zoomed in money shots. Trust your ISO. I had no idea I would be relying on my ISO as much as I did, but now I've edited and thrown on some denoise in Lightroom, I know I can trust it, especially those of you shooting on a Sony. Preparation is key, and that includes what you're wearing. Make sure you wrap up warm and wear suitable footwear. Lean on local knowledge. We had help in this episode from an amazing guy called Norman, who helped us book out the hides, shared his expert wildlife knowledge, and updated us on the weather in the lead time to us heading to Scotland. Be ready for anything, and most of all, enjoy it.
He's saying wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up. We've got to go.
So can I hack it? Well, I mean, we kind of did, but wow, what an experience. And I've got a whole new level of respect for not only Libby, but also other wildlife creators. If you want to check out Libby's work, I've put a link in the description so you guys can check her out. Thank you so much for watching.